So we quite lucky today to have this new SB 1290 ID. So it's what we call ourselves the MY21, so model year 21, which actually got a brand new intake system. So what's new on the new intake? We run a new pickup. So instead of having so we got the 5 tines bar, but we also got an extra set of tines on the side of the pickup, and we got the new PFR. So we're gonna see it better when we're gonna open the side panel later. So it's a power feeding rotor. So the brand new intake is actually fully driven mechanically, and it's also give us a movement of 25 centimeters. So this one give us a bigger and better crop flow going straight to the intake. After that, what we did introduce this year is the new integral rotor. So the integral rotor, which we've been running with a history on the Geldrop factory since 1996. So the integral rotor, when we got the 2 half auger on the same axe of the rotor. So last year we used to run the 600 millimeter rotor as a diameter, and this year we also introduced the 480. So it's a 480 millimeter diameter rotor, which is actually especially developed for Australian condition on the export hay market. When you don't need a big rotor, we got also the small version for a higher throughput on this one. What's new as well on the intake, so the pre-chamber, we run with what we call the power density. So we got a feeder fork, which is going to load, and also the same feeder fork is going to complete the cycle to have the perfect biscuit in your bale. So this one has been improved as well from 10,000 decanewton meters to 12 on the cam clutch, so it's a higher one on this one. And after we're going to go to the bale chamber. What is actually, I would say kind of a game changer in the big square baler industry is like what we call the twin pact. So the twin pact is actually we run what we commonly call the double plunger. So we actually got, instead to having one single plunger, our plunger is divided in 2. So we got a bottom part and a top part of it. So actually, the key asset of that is not like the double plunger, but where we got the biggest difference is the triangular crank. So that's our patent on this one. So on the movement, what's going to happen, we're going to first push on the bottom, then on the top. But the momentum, it's going to be on the same flat surface. So it's not going to be a bulky baler whatsoever. One of the main reasons why we did develop that, it's a standard baler is going to run around 30 tons of pressure. HD baler is going to run around 50 plus tons of pressure, if we can give an idea. The idea of the double plunger is that we're going to do 30 tons on the bottom part, 30 tons on the top part, so which give a result push of 60 tons on this one. That's the idea of the twin pact, the double plunger on this one. Also, we got bigger gearbox, and also the flywheel, instead of being 300 kg on the standard, this one is 485 on the weight, and extended bale chamber, so we 375 on this one, on the SB 1290 ID. And what's new as well is like we run 9 hydraulic cylinder on the back. This one is actually an hybrid. We only have 6, but we upgrade for the MY21 with 9 hydraulic cylinder to keep more pressure, which is mainly made for straw. Like when you want to reach barley straw when it's really sharpy, so we can add a bit some extra on this one. So what we can notice here on the pickup is we don't run chains anymore. So we always used to put the pickup on the chain. Right now we run with springs, so it's really free on the front, bigger crop roller as well, toolbox on the back. So we run 46 strokes per minute. In terms of noders, we run 6 noders on them, also from Raspi. So in terms of the range in general, so we start with 3x2. We also offer 3x3. We can see like some demands around New South Wales, for example, about 4x2 big square, which is called the SB 1270X. So it's a 120 by 70. So that's also popular in some area. But the main one, I will say, 90% of our machines sold in Australia are obviously 4x3, so which is the main market on this one. So also one of the beauty of the twin plunger, the twin pack, if you look, it's like the baler is really smooth, because also the momentum is divided and the peak load is divided by 2. So that's one of the main things. If you look at the bale, which is popped at the back of the baler, you see the double row of bearing. That's the only physical difference on the bale, is like you got your bearing row on it. So about the storage here, so it's quite easy to access. A few improvements and feature and benefit we got from here. Nice toolbox with actually a workbench as well you can use if you want to fix anything. Sanitizer disposal here on the back, it's very trendy at the moment. 620 wheels, we can also bring them indent with 680s if you want wider wheels. And yeah, so that's the only main difference, is that you got the double row of bearings from here. And inside, actually, you can see it later on, when all the demos are over, we can open it and you can have a look to this nice piece of creation about the triangular crank. So everything is self-contained. Machine is running on a power beyond. The axle steered automatically as well. MY21, what's new, when you reverse, the axle locked itself. So don't have the risk of waving it when you reverse. And this one. And yeah, so pre-chamber, just to show it from here, pretty simple. On the principle, what's going to happen, we're going to load pre-chamber. We got sensor plate here on the top. Why do you want the sensor plate on the top? It's to avoid all the banana shape, because you want to load on the top. That's the most important. Sensor plate here on the top, mechanically driven, simple as it is. When we got the preload you want, the same cycle is going to go up. So you don't have any weighting system on the stirrer. You don't have a stirrer on the feeder. It's the same one doing a complete cycle on this one. And at the other end as well, you can adjust the sensitivity on this one. You can put it harder. This one, they pivot as well. I can open them on the side to have access directly to the needles if I want, whatever. Yeah.
Are they all running isobus, or you have the option of a screen?
So a machine are actually standard fully isobus. So the machine is an isobus. So if you want to, right now she's plugged directly on the tractor, the Green Star console, but we also offer the CCI control box. So CCI, we actually are one of the board of the CCI control box. So it's ourselves, you're gonna, or colleagues Kroner, Pottinger, or mainly European manufacturer that we build our own control box. So the baler is isobus. You can also order an isobus screen on it. Yeah.
I see adjustment at the top. Is bale length mechanical or is it electric?
So actually, it's an electrical bale length, but we always keep the mechanical one. So right now, we just have the latch, which is disconnected. You just come back, put it back, put the spring, and you go. So one of the beauty of this machine as well, if anything goes wrong on electronic, you can run it mechanically. Actually, yeah, you can default. And yeah, also, thanks to Gazeka, we got everything ready for the Gazeka, the frame, yeah, all sort of things on this one. Thank you.